getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And here's a look at some numbers for Bam Adebayo.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, the post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Tyler Hero out there with John Morant. And it's Murray in at the 3. And for the Bulls, at the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Buzelis out there with Whitmore. And it's Smith in at the center filling out the middle. Well, we still have lots of time left in the season, Coach, but we've seen some breakout performances, haven't we?
We certainly have, and that's one of my favorite things to try. Kevin, which players improved in the offseason? Which guys have taken their game to the next level?
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Ware. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Yeah, that's a great find by Morant. He draws so much attention, there's usually someone open.
And here is Giddey. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. White, wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to Portland. Outside, Adebayo. Trying to find Ware and gets it to him. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Giddey. Out to White. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. We talked about the game plan he has in place for John Morant. Coach was forthcoming, saying it's no secret you need to turn him into a shooter. If he gets a step at the rim, you already lost that battle. He can drain a few from outside, but we are willing to live with that. Appreciate the honest answer. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Shoots from the baseline. Giddey, no good. Heat have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Outside, Hero. Pass to Ware. Block at 6. Off target from 3-point range. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's White missing.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Buzelis sets a screen for Giddey. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And how about the patience from Buzelis and the body control? He doesn't rush through that play.
Well, Josh Giddey, an outstanding playmaker. We know that, Coach. Are we calling him a point forward or a 6'8" point guard?
That's a here he comes. My goodness. Whew. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. They trail by 3. Launches it. And Whitmore with the basket on the assist by Buzelis.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Morant passes to Hero. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Chicago's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Buzelis. Out to White. Pass to Whitmore. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, remember, Hero came into the league as a scorer, and he's only gotten better, continuing to round out his game.
That's good from Hero. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Giddey against Morant. And White kicks to Giddey. The Bulls need to get a shot up. And the shot goes in.
Listen, yes, Jalen Smith can make a triple, but at his core, he's at his best down low.
Now Morant. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Pass to Hero. This one for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Hero's got 7 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Fires the 3. The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Heat leading by 3. Outside, Hero. Down low. Here's Adebayo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, how about the physicality of Adebayo? He is tough to handle that close to the basket.
Shoots from 12, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And there's the drive. Murray the pass to Hero. Morant outside. Oh, good with the triple. Bulls trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Giddey. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Smith with a screen on Murray. Here's Whitmore. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Morant. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Smith sets the pick for White. And the Bulls with another miss. The Heat leading by 5. Outside, Adebayo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, that's his comfort zone. That's where he lives. Adebayo's so strong in the paint.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. The Heat 3rd.
Well, you have to praise their defense over the last month. They've been working as a team to put almost constant pressure on opposing offenses. Just terrific stuff.
Giddey with it. He's picked up by Morant. Pass to Whitmore. Smith sets the pick for White. Can they get it? And it's Miami with the rebound.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Adebayo. Count that one. And it's a 9-point Miami lead.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
It's tipped.
And there's Whitmore, that 7-foot wingspan coming in handy.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Morant with it. Outside Gordon. Outside Adebayo. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Bulls trail by 6. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Giddey. Outside White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting. Well, you look at the score in this game, it's not reflective of the night he's had. He's struggling.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Heat leading by 6. There's Hero with the three. It's good from long range. Hero's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
It's time to get out for your incredible. Make some noise for your.
So for the Bulls, Collins checked in for Buzelis, and it's Okoro in for Cam Whitmore. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Miami. And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. 9-point game. Driving inside, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, great drive by Giddey. He loves probing avenues to the basket.
Here's Alexander Walker. Giddey defending. Now, Alexander Walker. His last outing, 16 points for him. Hero, no good. The Bulls shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Giddey kicks to Okoro. Misses the three. The Heat leading by 7. Outside Gordon. Pass to Alexander Walker. Gordon with a screen on Giddey. Alexander Walker.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. There's 1:59 left to play in the first. Here's Giddey. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. White against Hero. For the three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. We've got 1:23 left in the first. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Josh Giddey. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Williams, he's checked in for Smith. Sexton comes in for White. And Trey Jones up in for Josh Giddey. Pass to Collins. Outside, Jones. The kick out to Williams. A three-pointer, no good. The Heat leading by 10. To stand, multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender, all right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time. Well, as the younger generation would say, Alex Caruso has that dog in him. He's a tenacious player on both sides of the ball and is constantly looking for ways to affect the game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Collins setting the pick for Sexton. Inside and finished off by Collins.
Well, that was a great decision by Sexton. Really reading the defense and making a great pass.
Pass to Caruso. Stolen by Okoro. To the paint. Here's Jones. Lays it up off the glass.
Jones gutting it out in close.
Miami leading by 8. And here is Caruso, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Alexander Walker.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
The Heat have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Free throw drops for Alexander Walker.
Taking 2 shots.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Basket counts.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Alexander Walker with the ball. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And so it's the Miami Heat in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Aggressive at running. to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
Well, you look at Buzelis. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
On the court for Miami here in the second, Tyler Hero out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And there's Gordon. It's Najee in at the 5.
Well, when Hero gets his offense going, he holds nothing back. He just keeps pouring it on.
Outside Collins. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Collins has got 5 points so far.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Working on Jones. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Bulls trail by 8. There's Williams. An easy 2 points on the layup. Williams has got his first basket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Let's check in now with our Allie Laporte, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, guys. John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Kevin?
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Collins scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, in this two-man game, Collins can really do anything, and that's why he's so effective in the pick and roll.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Heat. Morant comes in for Hero.
Miami substitution. Alex Caruso.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong. Well, great to see in-sync offense like this. The pass is perfectly timed, and Collins rises up and puts it down.
Now here's Caruso. The 3 ball by Morant. And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be repeated.
Outside, Jones. Williams up on top. Pass to Collins. Kicks it out to Jones. Bulls moving the ball around. That 3 off the mark.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Here's Morant. Morant bullies his way inside.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Jones, the pass to Okoro. Now Collins. 11 points for him in that last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Jones for 3. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Jones has got 5 points so far.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Pass to Caruso. To the inside. Here's Gordon. Williams with the block. Outside, Sexton. Shoots from 14, and it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Morant. 7 points in the game. Outside, Gordon. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Jones. In the corner, Okoro with it. No good on the 3.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Grant, and it's John Collins with the rebound. Bulls trail by 7. Outside, Jones. Here's Collins. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Gritty bucket in close. Collins finding an opening.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Whitmore, he's checked in for Okoro. And Josh Giddey sub in for Trey Jones. Miami with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead early. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. In the center of things, Morant.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Whitmore. Now, Buzelis. Oh, good on the triple.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Sexton. Great D that time from Hero. The Heat leading by 7. And here's Gordon. Still yet to score. Pass to Williams. Morant outside. Williams a screen on Giddey. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Giddey. Now Sexton. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Kobe White, he's checked in for Chicago. Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. 4th, Ja Morant.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Pass to Hero. Over White. Miami no good on that time either. Bulls trail by 4. Now here's Giddey. Off target from outside. Here's Hero. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
Got a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Miami on defense. They lead by 4. White the pass to Giddey. Here's Whitmore. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 6 on the shot clock. Blocked again. And he's able to get it back. Here's White. Blocked again.
This ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
Hero against White. Chicago grabs the miss. Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the middle. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Outside, Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, my. So much force in Bam's game right there.
So, staying after an up-and-down start to his career, Kobe White is now a proven scoring threat.
He sure as heck is, Kevin. And it's because of 2 things in my mind. Great confidence and great energy every single night. So he's always running and moving, which gets him space and time to shoot the ball. And when he gets that space and time, he has great confidence to let it fly.
Morant outside. Back to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Miami. Here's White. Not a lot of room. Pass to Whitmore. Smith with a screen on Murray. Down low. Smith kicks to Giddey. Shot clock at 5. Now Whitmore. And the Bulls with another miss. Morant with it. 9 points in the game so far. Inside. It's stolen by Smith. Whitmore with it. Now guarded by Murray.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
The Heat leading by 4. Murray outside. Outside, Adebayo. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. 17-foot shot on the way. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Heat have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Murray outside. 1:30 left to play here in the half. Pass to Ware. Launches a 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Smith sets the pick for Giddey. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Saturday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pass to Buzelis. 14 feet away, and Ware pulls it down. Ware's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. 36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Lets it go with the 3. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Whitmore. He's guarded by Adebayo. Lets it go from deep. And Whitmore with the basket on the assist by White. White's got 3 assists tonight.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Now, Alexander Walker. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Alexander Walker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Heat out front. They're up by 1. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you pleased with what you've seen?
Well, they're going to continue to attack. I mean, that's the identity of their team. They're not going to stop, and the ability to finish our defense with rebounds will be important.
You have to match their resiliency. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter right after this halftime break.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
This is a good list, but I want to see a 35-year-old category. Let the vets have some fun, too. Come on, man.
Well, you need to lower the rim to 8 feet if you want that.
And get a medic on standby, too. Heading back to the Heat for a moment, they're right in the middle of a highly contested battle.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game here from Tyler Hero.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Buzelis out there with Smith. And it's Whitmore in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Adebayo, and it's blocked.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
From past the arc. Rebound by Murray.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's Adebayo. It's deflected.
Well, that's great D. That's what happens when you have great anticipation like Josh Giddey.
And that one drops. Whitmore's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bulls.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Morant. Here's the drive. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Kobe White. Heroes check in for Beasley. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard.
Smith on the wing. Giddey surveying the D. Pass to Buzelis. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Buzelis has got 7 points in the game. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Outside, Hero. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Whitmore with it. Now guarded by Murray. And they call an illegal screen here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Miami earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, Chicago, they just haven't had the type of record they've wanted.
And, you know, for the Heat, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
Morant outside. It's stolen by White. In transition, here come the Bulls. Smith outside. Pass to Buzelis. Hits the jumper in space. Buzelis has got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Morant against Giddey. Murray outside. Outside, Hero. 6 to shoot. Morant with the screen on Giddey. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Well, everyone views Hero as a shooter, but he is also a terrific finisher.
Back to Giddey. Jacks up a 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Chicago shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Well, when you look at Josh Giddey, he scores, passes, and rebounds it well for his position. And the fun part for me, I think he still has room to grow.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 2. Outside, Hero. They set the screen, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. And the Bulls with another miss. The Heat have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Murray is screen on White. Here's Hero. Giddey against Morant. On the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. There's Hero with the 3. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 14 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Giddey with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Giddey the pass to Smith. On the wing Whitmore. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat leading by 3. Adebayo deciding where to go with it. Has to Ware. Over in the corner. Hero. And a miss there on the triple. The Bulls shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. And it's White missing.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Here's Morant. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Yeah, that's the endless energy of Ja Morant. There's no denying that man.
Outside, White. And it's Giddey in the corner. Sinks the triple. He's got 8.
And this is the idea for Giddey. Giddey enough trays to keep the defense on.
Now here's Morant. 16 points for him. There's Hero with the 3. They get the rebound. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Pass to Hero. Morant with the screen on White. Here's Hero. Good, nice job down low. Hero's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Giddey against Morant. Smith sets the pick for Giddey. Smith on the wing. Here's the three. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got his 8th assist here tonight. And it's the Heat with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Kicks it out to Hero. Now here's Murray. Whitmore defending. Back to Hero. The three. Hits the three-point bomb. Hero's got 28.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Here's Giddey. 10 points for him. Out to White. Pass to Smith. Outside, Hero. From 13. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Hero's got 30 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. He's checked in for Chicago. Colin Sexton comes in for Josh Giddey. The Heat also changing it up. Gordon's checked in for Adebayo. Alex Caruso comes in for Murray. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for John Morant. Bulls trail by 6. And here's White. He has 6. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Good on the triple. Whitmore's got 15 points.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Outside, Hero. Going inside, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, there he is showing off his speed. Hero cuts to find the basket.
And it's Sexton penetrated. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. Chicago making some changes. Highsmith is checked in. And it's Okoro in for Cam Whitmore. Sexton, an aggressive scorer, and Stan, he can get you 20 on any given game.
Oh, he certainly can, Kevin. This guy can score in bunches. I think what's improved for him, though, is he can also make plays for others. This is not a guy that can only score.
And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. A 2-point game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
And let's review some numbers for Sexton. Averaging 17 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I love having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked. Ware with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. For the finish, and Sexton slams it in.
You guys are faster up the floor than Sexton. He is tough to keep up with.
Outside Gordon. Back to Alexander Walker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Alexander Walker's got 10.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Sexton. Again, Chicago.
Well, you talk about a full 180. His play here in the second half has really come on. You can see his confidence building.
Caruso looking for an opening. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Sexton. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Bulls shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And Collins now top the key. To the inside, here's White. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. White's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, Alexander Walker. He's got 10. Hero against White. Up top, Hero. Pass to Alexander Walker. Buries the long-range jumper. Alexander Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Outside for Sexton. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Sexton's got the lead back up to 2 now for the Bulls. Alexander Walker on the wing. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bulls lead by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our state. Farr, assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, we've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Alex Caruso out there with Gordon. Then there's Ja Morant. It's Najee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Morant. Pass to Alexander Walker. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one. Alexander Walker's getting it done tonight. Efficiently here from the floor, 6 of 10 so far. Collins dishes to Okoro. And here is Giddey. Now here's Collins. Shot clock at 6. Here's Okoro. He takes it in. That one goes. Count it. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Morant just doing a nice job absorbing the hit there.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Trey Jones is checked in for Williams. And Miami also making a switch. Beasley's checked in. Outside, Sexton. That's good from Collins on the assist by Sexton.
Yeah, tough-nosed veteran. Collins is no stranger to having to overcome aggressive defense.
Morant against Jones. Stolen by Jones. In transition, here come the Bulls. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
And that one falls for Collins. Offensively, John Collins' game is tailor-made for the modern NBA.
Well, it sure is, Kevin, and I've always admired John Collins' efficiency. You know, he can make threes. He can create his own shot both in the post and off the dribble facing up and make mid-range jumpers. He's a great offensive rebounder. He's a lob threat. Really not much John Collins can't do at a very high level.
Bobbed up there for Collins. Stolen. And here's the fast break. It's Morant in the corner. Outside Gordon. There's the pick. Driving in, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, there's no question. Gordon is one of the premier dunkers we've had in this league.
Kicks it out to Jones. Outside Collins. Pass to Giddey. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Chicago making a switch here. Smith has checked in. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Erik Spoelstra's huddle, and a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. A nice shot by Okoro.
Smart decision by Giddey to get the ball out for a better look. Just such a good, pure passer.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Morant with the screen on Giddey. Rocket 2. Alexander Walker. Sexton grabs the board.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Giddey finds Sexton. Back to Giddey.
Look, Giddey is a smart player. He puts constant pressure on a defense.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
No good on the free throw.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And he's good on the second.
Well, you like to see all of them go down, but that did make it a two-possession game.
Easily outside. Morant sets a screen for Beasley. Astonagi. Here's Alexander Walker. Fires for three. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Hey, guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Back to Alexander Walker. Beasley outside. They set the pick. Shoots over Okoro, and it comes off the front of the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And it's Smith missing.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Morant passes to Gordon. Here's Alexander Walker. Giddey defending. Gordon a screen. Here's Alexander Walker. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Josh Giddey.
Shooting for Miami, Nickeil Alexander taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. Chicago making some changes. Buzelis is checked in for John Collins. Whitmore comes in for Okoro. And it's White in for Sexton. And then for Miami, Adebayo is checked in for Najee. And it's Tyler Hero in for Malik Beasley. Smith with a screen on Morant. Smith outside. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Smith's got the lead up to 6 now for Chicago. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Miami. Hero on the wing. Fires the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Giddey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Stolen by Gordon. And here's the fast break. Adebayo down low. Giddey defending. Low block shot on the way. Bank shot. No good. The Bulls leading by 6. Smith outside. From outside, off the mark. For Miami, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Nice feed right there by Smith. You like seeing bigs like him share the wealth like this.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Morant.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Giddey with it. Out defended by Adebayo. Giddey kicks to White. Smith sets the pick for Whitmore. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
In the corner, it's Buzelis. Here's Whitmore. Offline with his 3.
Questionable shot selection there, especially considering how tight the coverage is.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Count it. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. A different look for Miami. Khalil Ware comes in for Gordon. And Murray subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And Whitmore. No good on that one.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And after playing the first half without a single turnover, he's gotten a little careless since the break.
The Bulls leading by 4. White looking around. Pass to Giddey. Now Buzelis. He's guarded by Adebayo. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Look at the moves from Buzelis. The big fella showing great quickness on the attack.
And here's Morant. And a wide open look for Hero. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Hero's got 35 in the game. Morant against Giddey. A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Important points from Giddey. He gets up for these big moments.
The Heat trail by 5. Morant with it. Now Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Hero. It's off target. Bulls leading by 5. Now Giddey. Oh, that was a two-hander.
Well, I've been impressed with Giddey. He's shouldering the scoring load for this team, doing what he needs.
Now here's Morant. Here's Ware. Hero on the wing. Light covering. Takes the 13-footer. Giddey will pull it down. And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. They lead by 7. Outside, Smith. Here's Giddey. Beyond the arc. That one is off.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
And that one is good.
Well, don't forget now, Giddey possesses considerable height at his position, which makes him a threat to score down low.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. It's Morant. A minute 20 left here in the fourth quarter. And down goes the free.
Look, Morant is an expert at this, drawing attention and kicking out to the open shooter.
Giddey. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
The Heat trail by 8. Here's Hero. Now, Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. There's the screen. Ah, it's in there.
Yeah, with the game on the line. Adebayo wants the ball, and he delivers.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
40 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Smith with a screen on Morant. From deep. 3. Good.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Here's Giddey. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Shoots the 3. Clean from outside.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Kobe, this team did a great job of spreading the ball around and just getting everyone involved, including yourself. Can you elaborate on how?
We were just being unselfish. You know, we don't really care who scored. We just want to win the game. We got to stay ready, like like I always say, got to stay locked in and got to stay focused. We all came out, we played hard, and we got the job done.
Everyone was ready tonight. Thanks, Kobe.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Josh Giddey.